Special countdown for the Super Eagles of Nigeria's upcoming crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers against the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. And as usual, I'm going to extensively talk from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before I delve into the stories, please, if you are new here on this platform, let's all build this channel together by subscribing to the channel, click on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to please like the video. Please, let's all of us like the video and share to other social media platforms. My name still remains Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, the only Ghanaian who has declared his support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of their 2025 AFCON tournament. The Nigerian name given to me on this platform is Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do all to leave your decent comments in the comment box. Ladies and gentlemen, let's plunge into the intricacies of the stories. Starting with is the camp of Simon. Simon is a major doubt for FC Nantes in their clash of the French League endgame against Lille over the weekends. And this has raised concerns, fresh ones indeed, for Eric Chelle. Looking at his fine form and quality this season for FC Nantes, he is a productive player this season for FC Nantes, having contributed in 13 goals, 6 as goals from his own boots and 7 as assists, and 3 out of these 6 goals came as opener for his club, FC Nantes. And this time around, a player with his caliber, having a good form and the qualities that he possesses, he is racing against time in order to regain his fitness to play for his club side, FC Nantes, and his national team, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is what his head coach, Antoine Kumbwari, has to say about his latest injury update as to whether he will be representing the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers against the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. The exact words from coach Antoine Kumbwari. He hasn't trained all week. He stayed in the gym on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but completed today's session. That was yesterday. His ankle is still hurting. There is obviously some concern. We are managing it, but for him, it's complicated. So for Simon, it's very complicated for his injury as he is nurturing. And to the technical team of FC Nantes, they don't see anything wrong with it. So that is the latest coming from the camp of Simon. We are praying that he becomes fully fit, recuperates as soon as possible to come and feature for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their must-win games or matches against the Amavubi of Rwanda and that of the Warriors of Zimbabwe. So that is updates number 1 from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Updates number 2 is from the camp of the former defender and coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eguavoen. Eguavoen has backed the newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eric Chelle, to succeed with this Super Eagles of Nigeria's team, albeit sending notes of warning that stakes are higher. This is the time that expectations are higher. And looking at the Super Eagles of Nigeria's situation as it stands now in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, ahead of these 2 matches, what they have is either they succeed or they lose. In terms of succeed, they have to go all out to score that of the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. So the stakes are higher for Eric Chelle and that of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The exact words of the former defender and coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eguavoen. But before I read out his words to you, he is saying that when you see Eric Chelle as human being, he's very wonderful. But when you see him as a coach, he's as a good coach as many other coaches who used to be. Let's listen to the exact words of Eguavoen, former defender and coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, ahead of their 2 matches against the Amavubi of Rwanda and that of the Warriors of Zimbabwe. At the senior team level, you need to give the coach all the support you can give him. He will make his decisions and we won't force him. If you force him, you are interfering because it's about results now. And if anything goes wrong or right, he will be held responsible. I think he is a very good coach. They played some decent football. And in the last 2 or 3 games, Mali beat us and he was in charge. He continued by saying, Mali isn't Nigeria. Let's listen to this part very well and clear. Mali isn't Nigeria. if you compare us, we have more talent than the Malian team. As a human being, he is a wonderful guy. As a coach, he is a good guy. That is what he's talking about. The newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's saying when you see him mano a mano, he is a wonderful guy. When you see him as a coach, he is a good coach, same as you think for other coaches. These are the words of former defender and coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Augustine Eguavoen. He proceeded by ending it with this part. We will work closely with him, provide him with all the resources he needs, and give him the freedom to make his own decisions. So they are going to work closely with Eric Sekuchel, give him all the needed resources so that at the end, he is going to succeed with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So in as much as he is backing Eric Sekuchel to succeed, albeit sending notes of warning that the stakes are high this time around, looking at the situation of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. With all due respect, he has to do something for the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the entire Nigerian citizens. These are the exact words of the former coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Augustine Eguavoen. Now, to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I have spoken a lot about their player selection, and still in the camp, Victor Boniface and that of Umar Sadiq inclusion in Eric Sekuchel 23-man squad to face that of the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe has sparked intense debate among the Nigerian football fanatics. Some don't understand, some do understand as to whether Victor Boniface, looking at his form this season at Bayer Leverkusen, and Umar Sadiq, they were players that shouldn't have been parts of the final 23-man squad for these upcoming matches. And on this note, former senior editor of Pulse Sports Nigeria has also weighed in, questioning Eric Sekuchel about the inclusion of Victor Boniface in his final man squad to face that of the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Exact words of the former senior editor of Pulse Sports Nigeria, Soles Chukwu. Let's listen to. He said, being funny, seeing people fall over themselves to lambast the selection of Umar Sadiq for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, when the striker on that list whose spot is least deserved, objectively speaking, is Victor Boniface. That is what he said. He concluded by saying, I like him, that is Victor Boniface. He said he likes Victor Boniface, but can consider himself very fortunate to be in the 23-man squad. That is what Soles Chukwu is saying about Victor Boniface inclusion in Nigeria's final man squad to face Rwanda and Zimbabwe. He said he can count himself as a fortunate being to be part of the final 23-man squad. Do you side with him, or do you think he's being harsh on Victor Boniface? In as much as he's not performing well this season for Bayer Leverkusen, Eric Sekuchel will depend on what he's coming to do in terms of his tactical prowess and his tactical acumen against that of the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. So that is the latest as to how people will take it about players who are being included or being excluded. All depends on who the coach wants him to be part of the team and the players that he thinks befits the national team in terms of the two matches that they are going in for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because they are in dire need to get victories in these two matches. So that is the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Is this one two parts of the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria? I will say yes, it's part, because I've already spoken about nationality switch, especially Nigerian players who were born in England but of Nigerian descent. Let me put it that way. Players of Nigerian descent who were born in England. And per the reports that I have here is that Thomas Tuchel has omitted Nwaneri from his latest squad list for his upcoming matches. And on this note, I would say this has been a major boost for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their quest in securing the signature of Nwaneri in their national team. That is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Earlier on this platform, I reported about Eric Sekuchel's decision to include Nwaneri in Nigeria's Super Eagles team, where I said he has left his international future wide open, having been eligible to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria and that of the Three Lions of England, where I further stated that multi-award winning Nigerian sports journalist Shina Oludari, who reported that a family source close to Ethan Nwaneri has revealed that this midfielder is ready to honor call-up of any of the national teams who is ready or who comes in first for his signature. That is the latest coming in, where I also stated that the Nigerian Football Federation has been on their alert based on this development in order to toughen or strengthen the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team with top players of Nigerian descent. So per the reports that came in, let me say it's a confirmed source because he isn't part of the Three Lions of England squad for the upcoming matches, but he has been called to be part of their under-21 team. And I'm going to talk about 9 players of Nigerian descent who have had call-ups in the various national teams in England. They have had call-ups in the various national teams. This is not the senior national teams of England. So they are still eligible to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And the first player to talk about is Ethan Nwaneri, who plays his club football for Arsenal, who has been called into England under-21 team. The second player is Tariq George, who plays his club football for Chelsea, called into England under-19 team. Kai Ranson, Arsenal, he has also been called into England under-18 team. Chukwu Emeka Adieli, West Ham United, he has been called into England under-18 team. Larry Awesu plays for West Ham United. He has been called into England under-17 team. Chinazia Pire Inwosu plays for West Ham United. He has been called into England under-17 team. Yo Ingumuha plays for Liverpool. He has also been called to England under-17 team. Natasha Adebulu plays for Southampton. He has been called into England under-17 women's team. And Jane Obua Wudua also plays for Manchester City. She has also been called into England under-17 women's national team. So that is the latest coming in from the 9 Nigerian players who are eligible but has been called by the various national teams in England. And this is the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I will end here with my presentation, and subsequently I'm going to give you up to speed updates from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they are gearing up for the upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers against that of the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. A lot of updates coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Campaign begins on the 16th of this month, coming Sunday in Kigali. The staff, technical team, and others will travel directly from Nigeria to Kigali, and the players will also fly directly from their clubs to Kigali in order to gear up with an intensive preparations ahead of their game against the Amavubi of Rwanda. And that is the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Their game against that of the Amavubi of Rwanda will be on the 21st of March 2025 at exactly 5 p.m. Nigeria time. The second game against the Warriors of Zimbabwe in Uyo at the Gosio Akpabio Stadium will be on the 25th of March 2025 at 5 p.m. Nigeria time. So that is the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before I take a leave of you, let me give shout outs to those who commented under my last video. Ola, God bless you for your good works and your support to Sports Fella. And this is Jibril, God bless you. Jibril Tao. Martins, God bless you for your good works and support to Sports Fella. And to Dr. Ola Opa. Dr. Ola Opa, God richly bless you for your support and kind works on Sports Fella. Cletus Akpa, God bless you. I really appreciate your good works. And to Toby Kel, God bless you. Diary, God bless you. Davido Bina Abalobi, God bless you. Frenzy Kelly, God bless you for your support on Sports Fella. And T God, let me look at the name very well and pronounce it well. Okay, T Gold Akins Global. God richly bless you for your support on Sports Fella. Until we meet again on this platform, it's bye for now.